A long time ago, in 1875, a little girl named Mary McLeod Bethune was born in a small cabin in South Carolina. She was the 15th child in her family. Her parents were formerly enslaved and worked hard as farmers. Even though they had very little, Mary had a big heart and even bigger dreams. She loved learning and wanted to help others learn too. One day, Mary picked up a book and was told she could not read it because she was black. That moment changed her life. She decided she would learn all she could and then teach others. That way, every child could hold a book and know they belonged in the world of knowledge. Mary was the only child in her family to attend school. She walked 5 miles each day just to learn. Her teachers noticed how smart and curious she was and helped her go to a special school in North Carolina called Scotia Seminary. Later, she went to Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. At first, Mary dreamed of becoming a missionary in Africa. But when she found out she would not be allowed to go because she was African American, she returned to the South and decided to build her own mission right here in America through education. In 1904, Mary McLeod Bethune moved to Daytona, Florida. She had just $1.50 in her pocket. But she also had a heart full of hope. She started a school for African American girls in a small house. She had only 5 students at first, and they used crates for desks and pencils made from burned wood. The school was called the Daytona Educational and Industrial School for Negro Girls. Mary taught reading, math, manners, and job skills. Her goal was to prepare girls not only to work but to lead. She believed in the power of self-respect, hard work, and education. Mary worked very hard and raised money by speaking to churches, clubs, and wealthy people. Her school grew quickly. In 1923, her school merged with the Cookman Institute for Boys. Together, they became Bethune-Cookman College, one of the few places at the time where African American students could earn a college degree. As president, Mary led with strength and kindness. She made sure the school taught more than facts. Students learned to be proud of who they were and to stand up for what was right. Mary McLeod Bethune believed that education and civil rights went hand in hand. She became a powerful speaker and leader. She founded the National Council of Negro Women to support African American women and families. She believed women were the backbone of the community and should have a voice in decisions. Mary marched, wrote letters, and gave speeches to make sure women and children of color had better schools, housing, and jobs. Mary's hard work reached all the way to the top. In the 1930s, President Franklin D. Roosevelt asked her to be part of his government. She became his advisor and the only African American woman in his black cabinet. Her job was to speak up for black communities in America and fight for fair treatment and opportunities. She helped create jobs for African Americans and supported programs like the Civilian Conservation Corps, which gave young people work during the Great Depression. Mary's voice was loud even when times were hard. She never gave up hope. She once said, "Invest in the human soul. Who knows, it might be a diamond in the rough." She helped thousands of people during the Great Depression and World War II. She made sure African Americans were not forgotten and helped young people dream bigger and reach higher. After World War II, Mary continued her work. She was invited to speak at the founding meeting of the United Nations. She believed in peace and unity for all people around the world. She taught that we must stand together as one human family. Until her passing in 1955, Mary kept teaching, leading, and dreaming. She wrote her own last will called My Last Will and Testament. In it, she didn't leave behind money or buildings. She left behind love, faith, and hope for future generations. Mary McLeod Bethune's life teaches us that even when we come from small beginnings, we can make a big difference. With just $1.50 and a heart full of faith, she changed the world. She stood up against racism and believed education could open every locked door. She helped African American girls become doctors and teachers. She helped boys become leaders and workers. She helped America become better by making sure no one was left out. Today, school streets and statues honor her name. Her statue now stands in the United States Capitol, making her the first African American to be honored in the National Statuary Hall. She once said, "The whole world opened to me when I learned to read. Thanks to her, the world is open to many more." Let's remember Mary McLeod Bethune not just as a teacher, but as a dreamer, builder, and champion of human dignity. Let's keep her light burning by learning all we can, helping others, and never being afraid to speak up for what is right.